This is the story of the old man and the horse, maybe. The story unfolds. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived an old man who owned a horse. This horse was invaluable to him, assisting with many daily tasks. One day, the horse ran away. The neighbors, upon hearing the news, came to the old man and lamented, "Oh, what bad luck! Your horse has run away. How will you manage without it?" The old man simply replied, "Maybe." A few days later, the horse returned, bringing with it a wild stallion. The neighbors, seeing this, exclaimed, "Oh, what good fortune! Now you have not only your horse back, but also this magnificent wild stallion." The old man responded, "Maybe." The following day, his son attempted to tame the wild stallion. In the process, he was thrown off and broke his leg. The neighbors, upon hearing of this misfortune, came to console the old man, saying, "Oh, what bad luck! Your son is injured and cannot help you now." The old man replied, "Maybe." Sometime later, the king's army marched through the village, conscripting young men to fight in a distant war. Seeing the son's injury, they passed him by. The neighbors, witnessing this, said, "Oh, what good fortune! Your son is spared from the war and possible death." The old man answered, "Maybe." Your turn to reflect. You sit beside the old man, observing the unfolding events. First, the horse's departure is deemed bad luck. Then, its return with a wild stallion is seen as good fortune. The son's injury is labeled bad luck, but his exemption from war is considered good luck. "Master," you inquire, "how do we truly know if something is good or bad? The villagers seem so certain in their judgments." The master smiles gently and replies, "Maybe." You feel a sense of calm with his words, but the idea of not labeling events feels unfamiliar. In your own life, how often have you judged a situation as either good or bad? You may have faced setbacks in your career, health, or relationships. Did you immediately label them as failures? What if, like the old man, you allowed life's events to unfold before making a judgment? Think about a situation in your life where you've immediately labeled it as either good or bad. What if instead you took a step back and said, "Maybe"? How would this change your perspective? What is your response to the situation? Option 1, this is bad luck. You face a challenge or loss, and the first instinct is to label it as bad luck. It could be a setback in a relationship, career, or health. But how often have you later seen that what seemed like bad luck actually led to growth, new opportunities, or even deeper understanding? Could this event be part of a larger, more complex journey that you don't yet understand? Option 2, this is good fortune. You experience a success or gain, and you immediately celebrate it as good fortune. Perhaps it's a new job, a new relationship, or an unexpected gift. But what if the good fortune brings challenges that you haven't seen yet? Could this good fortune lead to unexpected difficulties that might ultimately help you grow? How might your understanding of success change if you acknowledge that both joy and struggle exist side by side? Option 3, I don't know what this means. You sit with the uncertainty of a situation, neither labeling it as good nor bad. Instead of rushing to judgment, you choose to observe. What if you embraced this maybe mindset and allowed yourself to be present with your experiences without rushing to label them? Could you find peace in accepting that life will reveal its meaning over time?
Inner dialogue.
Why do I need to label everything as good or bad? You wonder. How often have I made quick judgments about events in my life only to realize later that my initial reaction wasn't the whole truth? Maybe this story is a reminder to pause, to not rush to conclusions about life's events. You reflect. The old man doesn't react with judgment, but with acceptance. He remains open to the possibility that everything has its purpose. You think about your own life. How often have you rushed to conclusions about challenges or successes? You recall a situation where you immediately labeled it as bad luck, only to discover later that it was a necessary part of your growth. Perhaps there was a relationship that didn't work out or a project that failed, but they eventually led you to something far better. Would you have been able to see that if you hadn't been so quick to judge? Maybe I don't need to know the outcome right away, you tell yourself. Maybe I can let go of the pressure to label everything and simply trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should. Mindful flow, guided reflection. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and then slowly breathe out, releasing any tension. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more relaxed, more present. Imagine sitting beside the old man, observing the events unfold. The horse runs away, the villagers react with distress. The horse returns with a wild stallion, and the villagers celebrate. The son is injured, and the villagers are concerned. But then the king's army comes and passes by the son due to his injury, and the villagers rejoice. Through it all, the old man remains serene, responding with, maybe. Hush, there's no judgment, no rush to declare whether things are good or bad. The old man trusts that the full meaning of life's events will reveal itself in time. Feel the peace in this response. As you breathe deeply, consider how you might apply this maybe mindset to your own life. What if, instead of rushing to judge the challenges you face, you simply observe them, knowing that only time will reveal their true meaning? Let go of the need to label every situation. Embrace the uncertainty and trust that life is unfolding as it should. With each breath, feel yourself becoming lighter, more at peace with the flow of life. When you are ready, open your eyes, carrying with you the wisdom of maybe. Life's events may not always be what they seem, and by releasing the need to judge, you open yourself up to the deeper lessons they bring.
The horse ran off, they said so bad. What a shame, it's just so sad. But the old man, calm and wise, saw beyond their worried eyes. Maybe he'd softly say, let life move in its own way, through the storms and through the shine. Everything will find its time. The horse returned with friends so free, such good luck, they cheered with glee. His son then fell, his leg was torn, such bad luck, the grief was born. Maybe he'd softly say, let life move in its own way, through the storms and through the shine. Everything will find its time. Maybe he'd softly say, let life move in its own way, through the storms and through the shine. Everything will find its time. Soldiers came to take the young, but past his son the wound unsung. Such good luck, the neighbors cried, but the old man still replied, good, bad, who knows? Like the river, life just flows. Everything happens with a cause, a hidden gift, a perfect pause. Softly say, let life move in its own way, through the storms and through the shine. Everything will find its time. Soldiers came to take the young, but past his son the wound unsung. Such good luck, the neighbors cried, but the old man still replied. Soldiers came to take the young, but past his son the wound unsung. Such good luck, the neighbors cried, but the old man still replied. Maybe he'd softly say, let life move in its own way, through the storms and through the shine. Everything will find its time. Good, bad, who knows? Like the river, life just flows. Everything happens with a cause, a hidden gift,